Hello, wine students. Welcome to University Wine, the channel where we dive deep into the world of wine. I'm your host, Professor Weisse. And today we're diving into the delightful art of pairing wine and food. You know, it's often seen as this complex puzzle, but it can be as simple as following your palate. Grab a glass and let's explore. First things first, personal preference reigns supreme. When you're choosing a wine for a guest, the most important question isn't about the varietal, it's what do they like. I might rave about a bold Cabernet with a juicy steak, but if someone's not a fan of tannins, there's no point pushing it, and that leaves more for me. Always ask about their tastes. After all, wine pairing should be exceptional for them, not just for the textbook. Overall, the wine must pair with you before it pairs with the food. Drink what you enjoy and let that guide your choices. Plus, take a moment to decide what should be the star of the show, the wine or the food. For older, nuanced wines, opt for simpler dishes to let the wine shine, avoiding overpowering flavors that might steal the spotlight. Now let's talk about the real magic, the interactions between food and wine. For most folks, most wines will play nicely with most foods. But certain food characteristics can enhance or clash with your wine in predictable ways. Understanding these means you're not tied to rigid rules. Instead, your options become endless. Avoid these pitfalls and you'll pair like a pro. Take a look at this handy guide. If the food is sweet, like a dessert or glazed dish, the wine might come across as more drying and bitter, more acidic, and less sweet or fruity. Same goes for umami-rich foods. Think mushrooms or aged cheeses. They amplify the dryness and acidity while dialing down the fruitiness. On the flip side, salty foods. They make the wines feel less drying and bitter, less acidic, but more fruity and full-bodied. Perfect for that charcuterie board. Acidic foods, like a fresh tomato salad, soften the wine's bitterness and acidity, boosting its sweetness and fruit notes. Highly flavored dishes can overwhelm the wine, so pair with something bold. Fatty or oily foods reduce the wine's acidity, great for whites with seafood. And watch out for spicy foods, it cranks up the heat and makes alcohol more noticeable. Building on these basics, let's add some supplementary wisdom. Always match the body of the wine to the weight of the food. Light-bodied wines like Sauvignon Blanc with delicate salads or seafood, while full-bodied reds like Cabernet Sauvignon stand up to hearty steaks or stews. Tannins and reds are your friends with protein-rich fatty meats. They cut through the richness, creating harmony, as seen in a classic Syrah with grilled steak. For acidity, high-acid wines cleanse the palate from creamy or fried dishes, like Chardonnay with pasta Alfredo. And don't forget the golden rule of regions. What grows together often goes together. Pair an Italian Chianti with tomato-based pasta for that authentic synergy. For spicy foods, opt for off-dry or sweet wines like Riesling to tame the heat, rather than high-alcohol options that might amplify it. In a multi-course meal, progress from lighter whites to bolder reds, saving dessert wines for the end. Let's put this into practice. Imagine a sweet and sour Asian dish. Opt for a wine with good acidity to balance it out, like a Riesling, or a salty prosciutto. A fruity rosé shines. For that grilled steak, go bold with a tannic Syrah. Creamy pasta calls for Chardonnay's acidity, while a spicy Thai curry pairs beautifully with an off-dry Gewürztraminer. And for dessert, try Zinfandel with dark chocolate to balance the bitterness. The key is harmony. Enhance the meal without one overpowering the other. Experiment thoughtfully, and you'll discover your own favorites. There you have it, class. The essentials of wine and food pairing. Experiment, trust your taste, and remember, the best pairing is the one you enjoy. Next time, we'll explore the principal grape varietals. Like and subscribe. Cheers until next time.